day. What's beet day? Beet day is the day after you've harvested all the beets, and today you gotta process them.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat it. Well, you beat it, beat it, beat it. Ouch! Some of these are really huge. Look at these guys. Today we're beating it. There are 5 ways that I'm going to be showing how to prepare beets. There must be 100 ways. So if you have a special way that you like to prepare beets, please share it so that everyone can know. Beets are extremely healthy for you. And today I will be showing in this video how to cook beets as a side dish, how to have beets in a salad, how to have beets fermented, how to can beets, and how to juice beets. Beets are very rich in nitrates, and this confused me because I tried to buy meat without nitrates and nitrites in them. But these beets, nitrates, turn into nitric acid, and nitric acid is a really good thing for our bodies. It lowers our blood pressure, relaxes our arteries, helps our circulation better when we're exercising, and a lot of people who run are taking a beetroot supplement so that they can have that type of nitric oxide to give them energy and improve their performance. Well, there's a bad thing that the nitrates can turn into. When nitrates are heated too quickly, they can turn into nitrosamines, and that is what can be carcinogenic, especially when it's in the meats and it gets burnt. Like if you burn your bacon and you eat it, then that's really bad. So I did a lot of research because I was very concerned and confused on the nitrates, but I found out that only 20% of nitrates come from meats and 80% come from vegetables, and they do provide some really good things because they change over to this nitric acid. Beets are also an important dietary source of betaine, B-E-T-A-I-N-E, and a good source for folate. These two nutrients work together to reduce the potentially toxin of homocysteine. If you've done any research on homocysteine, you know that that is a cause of heart disease. And so just in a little bit that I've learned about, beets are like a heart vegetable. They are really, really good for your heart. They're high in potassium, they're low in sodium, and they just provide a great deal of goodness to our body. They're not something that you eat every night or that you see on your dinner plate very often. And they are available and can be available all year round. So they're a really good thing to be able to have in our diet. When you have beet juice, it can be a little strong just with the plain beet. And so it's always good to add carrot or apple or celery or something else with it. Now, one of the side effects, as you may know from beets, is that it's called beeturia. That means that your urine turns red. Nothing's wrong with you, it's just the beet juice. I took a raw beet, this is just one beet, a large one, and I shredded it all up and I've put it in a bowl with a tablespoon of salt, and I am working the salt through just like I would the cabbage. In this pan, I've got Swiss chard from our garden and beets cooking together. That's a lovely little side vegetable for our meal. I pre-cooked the beets and seasoned them and then peeled them and sliced them and stuck them on the top of the Swiss chard as it's cooking. So they take longer than the Swiss chard. So to those Swiss chard and beets, I've added fresh sauteed onions in butter and then dripped the whole butter thing over it. Had garlic and onion salt on it, or powder, little bit of salt. That is an incredible looking side. All right, here we are canning the beets. And then I'm gonna pressure can them. So beets have to be pressure canned. We have 2 pressure canners going with beets in both of them. I may not plant beets next year. This is a lot of beets, and I still have some beets left to juice and to dehydrate into chips. They look way different. That's good enough. We are going to take an apple, a beet, and some of our good carrots and put them through the juicer, taking all of the wonderful nutrients that our bodies need through our wonderful juicer. This has been a beet day. Is there beet anywhere else?
You got it all over your shirt.
Like it's on the tripod.
She didn't get any on her shirt.
I
This
think
is the shirt she chose to wear.
I did choose to wear. There's some on the front door porch. I saw that. So sorry.
Beet juice everywhere.
Everywhere. So I canned it, but it took me, to can it, you have to cook them. And then you have to peel them, and then you cut them, and wow, had big bowls of it.
So no rubber gloves.
It'll come out.
Okay.
It's fine. We've made wonderful salad out of it, as you saw, a side dish. I've fermented it, and now we're going to juice it.
So did we have enough beets from the garden?
Oh my word. I don't know if I'm planting beets next year because we have a few beets, but they're really good. And they're super, super good for you.
So lots of the seeds germinated, and many of them got very large.
Okay, so
lots of beets.
If you remember when we put the holes in our ground cover, I'll put the video up here. Out of one of those holes, I was pulling 6 different beets out of it.
In some cases, the beets were bigger than the holes.
Oh my word,
It's
yeah.
just,
but they were still good.
yeah, they were exceptional.
Really, really good.
Once again, overwhelmed.
So we're going to make some juice right now, and then the last thing that we're going to do is dehydrate some of these and make beet chips out of them. So what a fun harvest. Boy, that's a beet juice. Throw a little carrot in there. Throw a little apple in there. So when you're juicing, beets are much more potent and they don't have that incredible flavor that sometimes carrots do when you're juicing. So you want to have less beets and more carrots, or combinations. So we're doing carrots from our garden and beets and an apple.
Apple did not come from our garden.
No, it did not. It looks like we could make a little more. That's not going to be very much.
You're absolutely right.
Okay. People are always asking what kind of juicer we have. It's a Huron, H-U-R-O-N, I believe.
Huron.
Huron. It's wonderful. It was a gift. Thank you. Again. Every time I use it, I say thank you. It's squawking.
It's running a lot of stuff through there. I've got an apple that's not down. Wow.
Whoa.
Really great flavor.
Whoa, that's really good.
We have some very good flavored apples, so that helps.
Wow. Okay. Onward to the dehydration. In order to dehydrate a beet, you want a beet. I have peeled this, and then the ideal thing is that you have a mandolin that you can, you know, try not to cut yourself and do, but I don't have one. So the second best thing is to cut it really, really thin. As you can see that I have done right here. And these have been put olive oil on them and salted. And they will sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And that takes some of the moisture out of them, and so that they keep their color. And then we will come back in 20 minutes and see what we do next. Now I'm putting them in our dehydrator. We have an Excalibur that we haven't got to use for a long time. We took it out of storage today. And these will dehydrate all night and help our house stay warm and, you know, make it smell like beets, because it already does. So why not continue it? And I'm very excited to see how these turn out tomorrow. But they won't be in the video, so I'll have to tell you about them in another video. This one's going to get edited. And I have had such a fun day beating it with you. Bye. Bye, Jim. Say bye.
Bye.